You also have a dark skinned man in your energy as well. You have a dark skinned man in your energy as well. Two more cards. You're there's someone that you do have in your energy that's happy and joyful to be around. This is someone who knew you as a child. This is someone who was here before who is not here. This is a guardian of yours. This is somebody that actually watches you, and this is why you need your ass needs to get back in touch with your ancestors, because this person wants you to know who they are. This person wants to help you. They want to help push you along. They want you to get on this journey, but you have to find them. They won't come to you. And he or she broke by choice. If you wonder why somebody don't have no money, or why they always need something, or why they always in financial situations and shit, like, you know, one minute they got it, and the next they fucked up again. And and the time frame between when they got it good and when they don't is so short. It's like they never had it at all. Basically, you have, like I said, you have someone in your energy that wants to see you do better. They tired of your shit, Lydia. They tired of seeing you fuck it up for meaningless people. They tired of seeing you destroy yourself behind things that are meant to build you. They're tired of seeing you lay down in the middle of the road when your ass should be walking and directing the traffic. There's somebody in your energy that needs you to know who the fuck they are, but you have to go to them. They're not gonna come to you. You have to go to them. By your birthright, you have to go to them. Next deck. This is the power of self-direction. These are some things that now that we got all the nitty gritty out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not done with this. I should have probably did the Mama Said cards before I did, but I'm going to do this first. And then we'll do the Mama Said cards, which is one of my favorite decks that I made. It is another deck. It is real, it's raw, and it's the Mama Said. It's this what Mama said. But let's go ahead and see the power of self-direction. These are the ways and in which you can direct yourself. These are the things that your ancestors are like, hey, this is how this is how you need to get started. These are the things that you need to do in order for you to progress to the next level. So we have collect, analyze information, seek the light of knowledge to illuminate your path. I'm gonna read it again, girl, because I think you need to hear it again. Collect, analyze information, seek the light of knowledge, illuminate your path, illuminate the new path that, like I said, I just said this in the first video. You're going down the wrong ramp. You're going down the path where it's light, it's bright, it's lit up for you. There's neon signs. Hey, Lydia, go here. Hey, Lydia, stop here. That's not your path. That's the wrong path. You need to go down a path that is less lit, that is dimly lit. Because once you begin to seek that light of knowledge, you will light your path will then become light. It will become wide. It will become open for you. Faith and hope, firm choice, peaceful waiting, divine guidance. This means making a choice about what you're going to do and how you're going to proceed. It means being patient enough to wait for that answer and not feeling all the small things just because they came quicker are the answer, but truly knowing that the divine is guiding you in what you're doing. You have resilience, manifestation. How many conversations do we have about manifestation? How many times do you hear me say, hey, Lydia, manifest it. Hey, Lydia, get this. Hey, Lydia, do that. You hear me talk about manifesting a lot. It is a staple for my life. It is a staple for a paradigm, especially as a melanated goddess. You should be a master creator of your own life. It says, bounce back from setbacks and emerge stronger. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Do you know a phoenix is it's one of my spirit animals. Phoenix is the reason why they are so amazing of a creature, and the reason why it represents me. I've brought myself back from the dead more than countless times that I care to count in my life. The phoenix continues continues to rise, burns everything around it in order to be born again, renewed, strengthened, encased and embodied in a cocoon of love and getting what the fuck they want. The old you has to die in order for the new you to be reborn. That's what death is. Death is life. It resets. It's the reset button. You all you have frustration, hot temper. Learn to forgive and let go of grudges. Learn to forgive that people may not be who you want them to be and let them motherfuckers go. Because continuing to hold on to somebody knowing they're not who you want them to be and they're not going to act the way that you want them to act is basically you not only punishing them, you're punishing yourself. Because they should be over here to the left and you keep bringing them back into your paradigm, and that's not where they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be over here. They're supposed to be over that. And every time you take them from over there and you put them in your own paradigm, you are thus not only you're holding yourself up, you're holding them up. You're going to serve their karma. You're going to serve whatever is meant for them. And a lot of people do more serving of the lower vibrational shit than they do the higher vibrational shit. Because if that person was high vibrational, they wouldn't be serving anything in the first place. Fantasy reality. Fantasy is the compass planting hope in reality. I'm going to say that again. Fantasy is the compass. Your mind. Planting those seeds is planting the hope and the reality that it's going to happen. Not only planting the hope, you have to know. You have to be sure. Just as sure as this nail polish is black, I am sure that this day is going to yield me whatever it is that I need and that I want today. Because that's how I'm manifesting, and I'm not accepting anything less than that. Whatever I want, whatever I dream, whatever I manifest, whatever I think, whatever I go after, whatever I attack in a productive way, that is what I'm going to have. And that's the type of confidence you got to have about everything. Even when you see shit ain't working out and things ain't always going to look. This is the wonderful thing about manifesting, right? And I had to learn this because I didn't wait for a lot of things that I asked for, and I missed them. I missed out on a lot of bliss, abundance, and blessings because of my lack of patience. A lot of times when you're asking for shit, we are not specific. Okay, so let's say you are consistently dealing with somebody and you like, God, I want him to be like this. God, I want him to be like this. God, can you help us? God, can you change his heart, etc., etc., etc. Well, on the 3D, that might look like him taking you through hella shit. You praying about it, and now it seems like it got worse. Well, it didn't get worse. What it is in order for this man to act the way that you're praying for God to, you can have it. God's okay. You know what you can do? I can do that. I can make him act right. But in order for that to happen, he got to hurt your feelings a couple times. He got to cheat on you 4 more times and go through this shit. Now, he might need to lose you. And in order to lose you, he might need to do something that's going to cause him to lose you in order for him to say, damn, I fucked up. Now I'm going to be this. Now. Let me tell you where we fuck up with the manifesting part, right? Because in that whole time, God, I want this man to be like this. God, I want this man to be like that. Not once did you say, I want this man to be like this for me. I want this man to be kind for me. I want this man to be compassionate for me.
Hey, sexy, charge me.
To be loving for me. You asked the universe for him to be loving. You asked him to be faithful. You asked him to be loyal. And he became all those things. But he didn't become them for you. He became for some. He became those things, and then he saw his work and he felt that he deserved more. You want to know why? Because in the midst of your manifesting, like I said, you wasn't specific. You didn't say you wanted those things for you. You just said this is what you want this man to be like. A person can resonate as a good person and not be for you. A person can resonate as everything that you want if you're manifesting in that manner and not you manifesting for somebody else. You got to be mindful. You got to be intentional. And that's what letting a lot of this shit go that's just floating around in your energetic paradigm is, because when you let this shit go, you can really focus on what you're supposed to have. You're not going to focus on, oh, Ray ain't doing this. You're not going to focus on, my mama ain't doing this. You're not going to focus on, my baby daddy ain't doing this, because you are the conductor now. You driving the train. You don't have time to sightsee. You're not driving your train right now, so you got time to look at the trees. You got time to look at the ocean. You got time to look at the lakes. You got time to look at everything around you. everything in your environment. However, you're not steering. Ain't nobody at the helm. Nobody's at the helm of the ship. Nobody's driving the train. Nobody's in the driver's seat. If you over here looking at everything that you pass, you have to get in the driver's seat. You have to be the creator. You have to be the co-creator with the Most High in the universe in order to get the things that you want. Especially with what you have going on right now. You are at a very precarious place where you could take a leg up or you could get set all the fuck the way down. You're being told, you're being given options, you're being called on. You're being called. You're being called. I told you this, and this is why I wanted you to go ahead and get this reading, because there's so much information that I see, and to just try to lump it up and tell you over the phone, or just, try to give you some daily advice, it is deeper than that. And I know that. I've already seen these things for you. That's why I was like, just go ahead and get the reading. Go ahead and get the reading. Sadness, loneliness. Feeling lonely and isolated despite the crowd, the persisting sentiments. I'm going to read this again because I want to emphasize the persisting sentiment. Basically what that is you want, and this is okay. Everyone wants this. You want to be close to something. You want to be close to someone. You want to be in unity. You want to be in close proximity with something that resonates the type of love and support that you need and that you give to others. However, where it says feeling lonely and isolated despite the crowd, quantity does not trump quality, nor will it ever. You can fuck with as many people as you want to. However, it's not going to match the quality of one or two people who are truly genuine, truly give a fuck about you, truly care about you. As I'm speaking, those who will really show up and show out for you. Those who are really going to be able to call you out on your bullshit, but at the same time say it in a loving way so they're not browbeating you. Somebody that's actually going to take the time to be consistent with you. However, you also have to resonate those things for yourself. You can't ask for consistency and be inconsistent. You can't ask for honesty and be a fucking liar. You can't ask for loyalty and be someone who's very deceptive. You want to resonate what you are, and this is why a lot of people don't get what they want, because they think they're better than they are. Instead of trying to really resonate in that energy, instead of trying to stand in that energy, you got a lot of motherfuckers walking around, oh, I'm a good woman, I'm a good man, I'm a good sister, I'm a good uncle. No, the fuck you're not. You're not. You remember when you just let the phone ring 5 times and you knew that they needed something, but instead of you just being honest and saying, you know what, I can't do it, because you sat and watched them call, which means you're creating anxiety for that person because this person needs something. You already know what they need, but instead of you being like, you know what, I can't do that, or I don't want to, you played on their top. Why? Every little thing you do creates big ripples in your own life. Regardless of how, it can be as small as killing a fucking ant. It wouldn't matter. It creates a ripple in your life. And if you've ever looked at any large body of water, when there is one ripple, it creates other ripples. And sometimes there are side ripples. And sometimes you can start a pot again and you can fuck the energy up and now it's all chaotic. Career bottleneck. Meeting a noble person. Girl. Meeting a noble person. Waiting patiently. Raise in salary and promotion. I see that patience is a really big thing that you want to work on. And it's not patience saying, oh, I gotta get it. It's more so, oh, it ain't happened yet. Okay, maybe I gotta try something else. You have to wait for the results. You're doing some of the work, you're asking for some things, but you're not waiting on the results. And what happens is something else comes along that was more short term, and it came quicker. And instead of you using your discernment and saying, nah, this ain't what I'm waiting on, you went and took it. It's like basically asking for a birthday cake. They gave you cookies, and because the cookies came quicker, you just said, fuck it, I'm just going to take the cookies. Stop taking the cookies and wait for the fucking birthday cake. Stop taking the cookies and wait for the cake. Stop taking crumbs and wait for the pie. Stop taking a slice when you can have the whole pizza. Stop taking a bottle when you can have the whole 24 pack. Stop taking one motherfucking cigarette when you can have a whole pack. Stop accepting less than, thinking that you're going to get greater than. There's no progress in less than. Because when you go less than, that means now you have to climb back to balance. And then you can progress from there. You setting yourself back 2 steps every time. Every time you go against yourself and you accept some shit that's less than, you set yourself back 3 steps, because not only do you got to go through that shit and learn the lessons with just going through that, because that's what you chose to deal with, you got to learn lessons why you shouldn't have been in there in the first place, why you need to go back to your basic foundation, and then how to live and enjoy that so you don't go back down. And then with the third phase, then you get to elevate. You don't get more if you're not ready to accept the more. You're going to get exactly what you can deal with. I don't care how good people think they are. I don't care how fantastic people think they are to certain people. The universe resonates with your frequency. If you got a lot of fuck people around you, then you can be sure you got some fucked up traits. If you have people around you that do a lot of shit you don't like, then you can be sure you do those same things. And when those people are pissing you off, this is the universe saying, hey, ma'am, you be doing that same shit. You just don't do it to them. You do it to somebody else that you might not like as much. You do it to somebody else that you might not prioritize as much. All that shit counts. All of it counts. All of it. Moving on to the Mama Said cards. And the tarot is going to, oh my goodness. The tarot is going to explain some of the darker stuff, because I hear there's some dark energy around you. It's very vague. It's not something that's really being pushed at you, but it's like, and it's kind of one of them evil eye. It's like you have some evil eye energy around you. Like I said, this is the Mama Said deck. This is for correcting behaviors. Letting you know, hey, this where you fucking up. Yes, 3 yeses, third yes. If you've been asking a question, you've been wondering which way to go, this is your confirmation. The answer is a yes. If you've been asking, oh, did it happen like this? Or should I be doing this? The answer is yes. This is your confirmation for a yes. Write your dreams down as soon as much as you can recall. Truth is being revealed to you in your dreams. You have a lot of dreams that are being very prophetic and foretelling for you. You need to pay attention to those and write them down, because they're giving you messages on the questions that you're asking, the next steps that you can be taking. You're growing up. About damn time. You've been applying the lessons. So there are some things that you are applying in your paradigm, but there's some things with yourself that you need to work on in order to get that elevation that is listed here, that the elevation that you're wanting, to actually be on a path and not be an observer of it, but to actually get the fuck on here and get on this damn bike. Stop offering up your time and energy. Self-preserve. Right now is the time for you to sit with self and focus on this. Listen to this reading a couple times. Listen to it maybe once a week, or listen to it once every 2 weeks, so that you can keep in mind the things that are being pointed out that you need to work on. The deepness and the levels of trauma that you're creating, of self-depreciating things that you're doing. You have read 3 chapters of a metaphysical or magical context. Pick up some books written by Black authors. There's a couple hoodoo books by Stephanie Rose Bird. She's an amazing author. There's books by hold on, girl, because it's called The Deliverance, but I got it. I'm sorry, I got to get the name. Kai Armand. He's a Black male author. He writes about a lot of hoodoo literature. And then you have your third eye chakra needs balancing. Of course, you know, this is kind of the seat of your soul. Your third eye is what awakens you to the unseen realm. It needs to be balanced. Yours is not balanced right now. And it's basically you're not seeing a lot of the things that you need to see. Either because you're not focusing on them, it could be because you're ignoring them. It's definitely because you're not in the headspace to receive. These are crystal cards. There's one with crystal messages, but these are crystals that will aid you. We get to the nitty gritty part. These are all just, you know, things for you. And what's being pointed out to work on. Now we're going, you know, we're going to open the floor. Citrine. I knew that. I love citrine. Citrine is a crystal that you'll want to work with. Amethyst, rhodonite. Let me show you the picture of these and the cards so that you can look at these and rewind these. Citrine. Amethyst. You can just pause the video to get that information off of those cards. And this is rhodonite. I love rhodonite. It's a self-love stone. I have it in my hair. I've been wearing my rhodonite for about 6 years now. Very powerful stone. I'm gonna pick 3 more. 3 more crystals. And these are crystals that are calling to you. These are crystals that will foster harmony for you. Malachite, love this stone. Malachite, and I'm gonna read these to you as well. I'm not just gonna tell you what they are. I mean, I'm showing you because I want you to have the information for yourself. And then you have rainbow fluorite, which is again one of my favorites. One of my favorite crystals. Has some wax on it. And like I said, you can pause the video and read these yourself. I'll go ahead and read these for you, and I'm going to tell you why these are chosen for you. So for citrine, and this is this one. Citrine is called the success stone, and it can provide numerous benefits. It aids in promoting success and abundance by assisting to both acquire and maintain wealth. Basically, it helps enhance your self-esteem and self-discipline, allowing you to become decisive, making important decisions. And what did it say earlier in one of the first decks? You're too indecisive. It emits warm and peaceful vibrations outwards to those nearby, and can also help overcome depression while opening your mind to intuition and new ways of thought. Citrine basically enhances your creativity as it activates your imagination, and it will allow for new ideas, making it a must for, if you have some type of creative gifts, if you have things that you're trying to open up to. Malachite. Now, malachite is an extremely powerful stone. It's generally sometimes called the stone of transformation. I love malachite personally. It's able to provide deep energy clearing. It absorbs even strong negative energies, and it converts them into warm positive energy. Now, malachite allows one to change unhealthy behaviors and move forward in their life. It also aids in letting go of negative experiences, past traumas, and suppressed feelings, allowing one to feel at peace with the newfound happiness. Malachite is also used to clear and activate like all of your chakras while opening your heart to accept unconditional love. Basically, that person over here. Malachite will open you to receive a newfound love that's more healthy, that's less toxic. You have rainbow fluorite. Now, fluorite helps you to ground excessive energy, and it's also excellent for cleansing your aura. It's a channeling stone, and it aids in interdimensional communications. It also helps finding answers from your past lives. So if you're wanting to kind of take a dive into your Akashic records and know what you have going on or what you had going on, it has the ability to amplify the effects from other nearby stones. So if you wear it with aventurine. Aventurine is generally for your heart chakra. If you wear it with aventurine, it's going to amplify the effects of aventurine. Green fluorite is calming, and it provides stability, and that's to assist in any type of emotional healing. Purple fluorite aids in spiritual and psychic development, and that's along with the ability to clear your mind. If you're using it for meditation, purple fluorite is good for that. Now, clear fluorite, it's a protective stone. That's what transforms negative energy into pure positive energy. That particular crystal is more for like an alchemist, somebody that is powerful in transmutation. You have rhodonite. That's this one. Rhodonite is a stone that helps to balance emotions. It keeps you calm in any type of stressful or difficult situations. It also allows you to patiently assess your options without criticizing or judging yourself. The stones have an altruistic property, and they also enhance the desire to be in sync with humanity. So it allows you to be in sync with those around you, while finding ways to reap the greatest intrinsic rewards. And if you're not really familiar with those terms, altruistic and intrinsic, I would encourage you to look them up so that you can kind of apply them to context to yourself. Basically, it helps receive these rewards because it helps the fellow man. Rhodonite generally brings out self-confidence. It also allows one to trust their own heart and make their own decisions. It will ground any negative energies, and it definitely allows for self-growth through the heart. And then last you have amethyst. Amethyst is a very powerful crystal. It protects and is known as a stone of contentment and spirituality. It helps to relieve any stress with a soothing and relaxing energy while encouraging inner strength. This stone has a strong energy. It does allow for, again, to transform negative energy into positive energy. It also calms the mind, and it helps improve the mood. Many find that keeping amethyst close to them increases their charisma, and it helps them to have more likable personality when they're dealing with others. So basically, it's kind of it's a buffer between you and other people. And then this deck is going to be crystal message cards. These particular messages, they're crystals as well, but these are, each crystal has physical properties, and they all resonate with certain things. So these are actual messages that they come with. I'm going to do 3 from this one. Okay, they play too much. Don't play too much. Now, you don't know I just said I'm going to do 3. I'm going to take this one because this one already came in. I'm going to take these 2 right here. Damn. I feel like you might need to hear these ones. I'm not going to read what all of these say. I'm going to show you these cards because technically I did not pull these, but with the way that they align up, I feel like this would be a good message for you. I'm going to show you this. So, rhodochrosite is for your inner child. It comes with an affirmation. I'm going to show you these so that you can take the time to look these up at a later date, and you can read them for yourself. And I love apatite. Apatite is one of the best stones that I use, and it's for wisdom and health and healing. It reminds you to connect to nature for your nutritional needs. Basically, it turns you to nature to get the things that you need, instead of turning you to an external source. It turns you to your inner source. This one right here with the inner child, I think this goes heavily into a lot of the things that I have already said with your healing and your path. There are a lot of things that you need to clear from your womb space. And that's why citrine would be a really good stone for you, because it works with your solar plexus chakra. It works with your sacral chakra. And any stone that works with those 2 areas specifically for you, those are the ones that you're going to want to keep. The ones that you chose was sunstone for creativity. Sunstone is the yang counterpart for moonstone. Let me show you this card so you can read it.